Yes, my people, if you are just coming across my video or you are just seeing us for the first time, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notification icon so that when we drop a new video here, you can easily be updated. So guys, do you know what is happening right now in this video? I really don't know why some pastors cannot even hold themselves just for a moment, just for 1 minute. You can imagine a pastor, a founder of a church, raping his guests, his members, one after the other. Thank God that this is the end of his road for him. As I'm speaking to you right now, you can see the video playing on my screen. He has been sentenced for 3 years imprisonment and at the same time life imprisonment. And this pastor, so his name is Bishop Feyi Daniels, the founding father of Iron Church Mission. So I don't want to take much of our time. I want to bring up the video fully so that you will watch and be updated. While you are watching it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you as you watch.
The Lagos High Court sitting in Ikeja has convicted and sentenced the founder of Iron Christian Ministry in the Lekki area of Lagos, Bishop Feyi Daniels, to life imprisonment for the rape of one of his church members. Justice Rahman Oshodi also sentenced the bishop to 3 years imprisonment for the offense of sexual assault of 2 members of his church. According to the judge, both sentences are to run concurrently, and the defendant is to serve his jail term at the Kirikiri Maximum Facility in Lagos, where he is currently being detained. His name is also to be registered in the Sexual Offenders Register as maintained by the Lagos State Government. Bishop Daniels was arraigned on April the 17th, 2023 by the Lagos State Government over the offense of rape, but he pleaded not guilty.
It is a judgment that will restore faith, primarily in the church, not just the church, because we have seen men of the cloth, the clergy, commit this crime over and over again, and we see the very institutions which are supposed to expose these crimes covering it up. But with this judgment, we have seen that even though the judgment may be a while, justice will eventually prevail. We have seen that with this judgment, that morality and truth, which is the main fabric of our society, is protected by the judiciary.
The State Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Court has sentenced the founder of the Iron Christian Ministry, Feyi Daniels, to life imprisonment for raping his 23-year-old assistant pastor. Justice Rahman Oshodi also sentenced the defendant to 3 years imprisonment for sexually assaulting another 19-year-old member of his church, and both terms will run concurrently. Our correspondent, Kemi Foladiemo, has more details on this.
In count 1, Justice Ramon Oshodi said he believed the testimony of the first complainant, as well as other witnesses who gave direct evidence, which weren't contradicted at any point, despite the defendant's denials. But the judge acquitted the defendant of the second count of raping another church member at his home in 2020. The court said the prosecution failed to prove the elements of the use of force, fear of harm by the complainant, and misrepresentation by the defendants to establish guilt beyond all reasonable doubt.
The court cannot, for that Christmas, it cannot dash out judgments, it cannot dash out sentencing. If the court, looking at the value of the evidence before it, has said that the first complainant was actually raped by the convict, yes, then the court is right in its wisdom.
This is to send a stern warning to every one of you who think that you can manipulate vulnerable women and girls in the name of the Lord. Survivors will get justice. You will find yourself in a place where you will not be able to escape one day. You can continue to fool everybody, but you will not be able to fool all the people all the time.
A lot of men do these crimes. A lot of pastors, big men, they do this. But it is about the survivors speaking up. So this has emboldened everybody who is a survivor of sexual assault.
Defense counsel Adebayo Adigbite had urged the court to use his discretion in sentencing, But lead prosecutor Babajide Boye asked that he be sentenced as charged. The court said the 43-year-old cleric, who didn't have regard for truth, was a risk to the society and should spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Justice Oshodi said that the cleric Feyi Daniels abused his dominant position to sexually violate two members of his church. The court also held that even though it imposed the maximum sentencing on the convict as directed under the Lagos criminal laws of 2015, it will still not erase the harm that the convict has already wreaked on his victims. Kemi Foladeyemo, TVC News, Lagos.